Let's do it.
Carrie D, you're from Fargo. Come on.
I forgot.
This is real modeling, guys, being cold as heck.
There's a point where my body just literally takes over. Like, I feel like my skin and everything is just like pins and needles.
Touch your hair. Put it underneath in the hair. Oh, this is pretty, girls. Okay. Get the shot.
But when the camera got on me, you know, I try to just shake those shivers away and not let it show on my face. But it was obviously cold.
Out.
I haven't.
Nice.
The momento.
Yeah.
It was so cold. Your breath is literally being taken away. You know, I just like, okay, concentrate, breathe.
Carrie D actually had to stop because she was so cold that she was kind of convulsing.
As a model, you need to tell people when you're past your limit. It wasn't just that she was cold. It wasn't just that her teeth were chattering. She had reached the moment of hypothermia.
How are the pictures, baby?
They look good.
Am I better? Am I getting good again?
You have to listen to your body and you have to tell us, okay?
Okay.
Because all we know is go. But you have to tell us no.
Tell me if you think this flows.
All right, so this has a special meaning to you. I love it.
I made a choice to write about something that has been on my mind. My father, he passed away last year. It was a very difficult thing, but anyone who has lost someone important knows it's on your mind. And I just feel really overwhelmed. And I just think when you're in such a pressure point of a situation, things that surface are just things that matter.
Last but not least, Allison.
Allison, you're an all-star. Shine bright.
Would you get out of here?
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me uncomfortable as hell. I was like, it freaks me out that she got something else different down there than me.
I think the thing about ISIS though is like, I was like trying to convince myself I was comfortable, like, Henry, you're comfortable, but really, I'm not. Sometimes people have a warped view of transgender
Yeah,
people.
like I almost felt like...
And I'm like, time from a small town, hell yeah, we have a warped view.
Hell yeah, you walk around like that in a small town, you get shot. And it's not so much a closed-minded view, it's just more traditional.
Coming from a good Southern family, I was really thrown back by ISIS.
Growing up in the South, you don't exactly run into a he-she every day. ISIS has no place in this competition.
And you guys are still spying on her. Remember, you're in the shot.
This is the funniest thing that's in my head. Her like trying to be sexy. Reality is she's a man.
Just work with it, let it, just ignore it. Just go.
Damn, Isis, you need to shave, y'all. So hot, you're sweating a lot all over your body. She needs some heat to burn off all that hair.
I would not do that. Don't do that. I know what I'm here for. I've given up so much to be here. I'm not letting any of these girls get in the way of my dreams and what I'm here for. At first, the girls were bombarding me with questions about me transitioning from one gender to another. I was like, okay, whatever. Let me just do it.
How do you hide it? You had a swimsuit on.
The magic of tape.
ISIS is over this high. America's Next Top Model is not gonna be a drag queen. I'm sorry, it's not.
Who stays? Nikisha.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Let's get
Why did you choose the cowboy hat?
It's more on the simple side compared to the other hats, so that I can go crazy with accessories and express myself without being cliche.
Yeah, I think you look beautiful. I think everyone probably pegged you as going for the typical African hat.
Yeah, you're, I feel, half African, half cowgirl. Looks like you're about to ride a giraffe. I think I'm not feeling it.
You have this intensity to prove your sort of Africanness, and I think that sometimes it's overbearing. It's just too much. It's sort of a layer on top of a layer.
In response to trying to prove myself as an African, that's just where I come from. It's very natural to me. And I did not choose that hat for the very specific reason that it's very cliche. The fabric that it's made from is very artificial, very cheap, fake kente. I didn't have the time. I know I'm running on.
There's a different way of explaining yourself and being defensive. And you're being very defensive, and it's not attractive.
Just because we had a talk about, Afrocentricity before, and it's kind of misunderstood.
I'm all about, expressing yourself and your culture, but it's still done in a fashion way. You want your outfit to be, look at me. And this outfit is, look over there. Here's your best shot.
To be a model my entire life has been a dream. I cheerlead at football games, and I have so many friends.
It's exciting. We're all happy to be here.
How many girls were at,
I don't know. It was 95% black girls. It was all black girls.
Really?
I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. Whenever I went, I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, what's your point, though?
There's a lot of black girls.
I have my opinion, and I try to stay to it.
I am the most uber conservative, Republican, hardcore Baptist you can ever imagine in your whole life. I don't like gay people. I don't like Muslims. I don't like abortions. I don't like anything liberal. But other than that, I really like to get along with people.
Usually it's half black, half white, or more white, just because black people are naturally population-wise minorities.
Malagasy in Japanese. It might not even be a necessary exact of what they've worn even in the past. It's a fashion interpretation of it.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
We're definitely going to have to do a little bit of cutting.
Hair and makeup is definitely a long process today.
Just make sure she's evenly coated and there's no spots.
All of us girls have to be painted and plastered with different colors. I mean, it's gonna suck to have to scrub it off later.
I want to be very clear, I in no way put my top models in blackface, she said. I'm a black woman. I am proud. I love my people and the struggle that we have gone through continues, and the last thing that I would ever do is be a part of something that degraded my race. I'm sorry to anybody that watched Top Model and was offended by the pictures because they didn't understand the real story behind them, or even if you did see the whole episode and you were still offended. I truly apologize because that is not my intention, she said. My intention is to spread beauty and break down barriers. It is a passion of mine. It's one of the reasons why I live and breathe and what I feel my duty is, and it is definitely my #1 passion in my life, to expand the definition of beauty. To stretch the boundaries and help young girls raise their self-esteem by teaching them to embrace their beauty, to look in that mirror and see that different shade of their skin and say, this is beautiful.